why should anybody apologize for that? Everybody in this world has a choice. You have a choice. Alright guys, so the reason why you're here is because you want to know 10 things that you should know before you become a teacher. I'm just going to jump right into it. Tip number one, be prepared. You have to be prepared. And I'm not just saying just prepared for like your lesson plans, because that is very crucial, but you have to be prepared for anything. A random fire drill, a moment where your principal comes in and says, hey, I need to talk to you about this really quick. Just be prepared for anything. Be prepared for, a lesson to flop. Just anything. Be prepared. Just be prepared. Did I say be prepared? Yes, be prepared. Be prepared for your lesson plans. There will be times where you'll come across like, okay, I just have to wing this today because today is not my day. Those days will happen from time to time. I'm not saying don't do that, but I am saying please be prepared. You have to be prepared. So try to be as prepared as you possibly can be. Number 2, difficult parents. Learning how to deal and maintain difficult parents, because guess what, y'all? You're gonna have them. They're out there. Those parents that are just, I'm not talking about just parents that ask questions because they truly are concerned or they truly want to know something. I'm talking about those parents that just dig and dig and dig. Just those difficult parents that just want to be difficult. I don't care how nice you are. I don't care how many sweet emails you send, how many remind pictures you send. You're going to deal with difficult parents. I will say, I'm going into year 15 and I can count on one hand and still have some fingers left. Difficult parents that I've had that are still in they still haunt me. No, but seriously, I can count on one hand and have fingers left. There's just always people out there in this world. I don't care. There just always will be people that just want to be difficult and try to make your life miserable. So be prepared to deal with difficult parents. How are you going to handle them? For me, when I deal with difficult parents, I keep it real. I show them respect, but I also demand the respect too. Miss May is very nice, very sweet, very kind, but please don't cross me the wrong way, because I will defend myself in a respectful way. So learn how you're going to deal with those difficult parents, because trust me, they're coming. They really are. They're coming. It happens. And try your best not to take it personal. All right, number 2. All right, number 3, money. You're going to spend money. I'm going to be honest with y'all. You are going to spend money. Now, how much money you spend is totally up to you. When I first started out teaching, classrooms didn't look the way like how my classroom looks now and many other Pinterest looking classrooms do. It wasn't like that, but I did decorate and make sure my room looked cute for what it was like back then when I started. But you are going to spend money. You really truly are. You're going to spend some money. I will say though, I was blessed because when I first started teaching, my parents were very giving to me and helping me out establishing my classroom and making sure I had things that I needed. And I can say I was blessed to have that, and I'm still blessed because my dad will call me up and say, hey, Tip, do you need anything? And I'll be like, yes, Dad, can you get this for me? And I'm just very grateful for that. My mom would say, hey, do you need anything? Yeah, Mom, I do. And I have to say that I'm very thankful and blessed for that. I used to feel bad that like I had this support system. Why am I feeling bad? My parents chose to raise my brother and I the way they did. They wanted to be great parents, and they are. And why should anybody apologize for that? Everybody in this world has a choice. You have a choice. And I'm just very thankful that my parents chose to raise my brother and I the way they did. So they spent money on me, and I appreciate that. As I become established, I spend my own money, and I spend my own money because I want to spend my own money. For me, I want my classroom to look a certain way, and in order for it to look a certain way, I'm gonna have to spend money. Now, there are so many programs out there, for example, Donors Choose, where you can, ask for items. Please take advantage of those things. Parents, if you're in the type of environment, parents will, you get your little donation list. There's parents that will buy you things. I don't want you to feel like you have to spend all of your paycheck on items, but please believe you will probably spend some money. All right, number 4, guys. So number 4 is you must realize that you might not get the grade that you want to teach. Now, me being me, I wanted to teach kindergarten so bad. I just knew that was going to be my grade, that I was going to teach always until I retired, and that wasn't the case so much. I ended up starting my career teaching 3rd grade. Mind you, I did my student teaching in 4th grade, which I loved, and kindergarten, which I extra loved, and I ended up being in 3rd grade. I took the job because I needed a job. I needed to make money. I needed to support myself, and so I took the job. As bad as I was like, oh, and I was disappointed because I wanted kindergarten. Sometimes, y'all, it doesn't always work that way. So I taught 3rd grade for 5 years. And now I'm going into my 10th year of 1st grade. I'm close to kinder, but not there. So I kind of feel like God's trying to tell me, Tiff, you're not going to teach kinder. So I'm happy with 1st grade. So just be mindful that you may not get the grade that you want to teach. And it's okay, because you may end up loving where you are, and you may just end up staying there. So just be grateful that you got a job. That's what I had to suck up and say, you know what, Tiff, you got a job. Be grateful, be thankful. And so I am. Number 5, time management. This is very crucial. Time management is so important because you spend a lot of hours doing lesson plans, grading, doing after school activities. You do a lot, and like, kids ask you to come to their softball games, their baseball games, their football games, their swim meets, their gymnastics. They ask you to come to those things, and sometimes I do go to those things, and it takes up your time. And many of you I know have families where, you know, your mothers, your fathers. I have my niece and nephews, and I love spending time with them and with my friends and with my brother and family. And so you gotta learn how to manage the time. Like, you have to understand that it doesn't all get done for one. Number 2, that it's okay to say no to certain things that aren't mandatory, and just use your time wisely in the classroom when you have that freedom. You know, when kids are doing something, if you have a little bit of time to kind of straighten up this or look over that, do that. Use those couple of minutes. I just feel like teachers feel like they always have to be in kids' faces and always talking and all. Like, whoo, take 5 minutes. I'm gonna take 5 minutes. I'm sorry, I'm gonna take 5 minutes. Okay, so if I'm taking this 5 minutes so that I can have a little extra time to be with my niece and nephews, or just to have some me time, you better believe that's what I'm gonna do. So time management, be aware of that. Okay, make sure you use your time wisely. Okay guys, number 6, be committed. You must know you have to be committed. You have to be committed to doing your lesson plans. You have to be committed to grading. You have to be committed to doing those outside extracurricular activities, those school functions. You have to be committed. You have a school, a principal, students, parents that are counting on you. So you have to make sure that you are committed. You're giving 100%, maybe even more to the job. And trust me, it is so worth it at the end of the day. So be committed. Next, earn respect. So I know there's teachers out there that feel like, well, they should respect me because the blah, 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 whatever. I get that and I understand that. However, if kids don't see that you're fair, and if kids don't see that you're consistent, they're not going to respect you. If you don't respect them, how in the world how do you think they're going to respect you? This does not happen overnight either. I know teachers want things to happen like that. Like there's this magic sauce out there that makes things happen fast, and that is not the case. You have to earn respect. Before you become a teacher, you have to realize that you have to earn those kids' respect. And in order to earn that, you have to be fair and you have to be consistent. Honest to goodness, that's what I truly believe. So earn that respect. It's worth it in the end. Number 8, I believe. Did I even say number 7 the last time? Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. I don't know. But number 8, okay? Here's the deal. Patience is key. You have to have patience in this career. If you don't have patience, you gotta get it some kind of way. But patience is key. You have to have patience because the light bulb doesn't always turn on immediately when you're teaching these lessons and doing these small groups. It doesn't always happen that way, and you have to be patient. Getting your classroom to run a certain way. With your classroom management, you have to have patience. You have to have patience with your parents that you deal with. You have to have patience with your colleagues that you deal with. You have to have patience with your admin that you deal with. Patience, patience, patience is key. Have fun. Please have fun, y'all. Have fun when you're teaching. You know, there's more to it than just a curriculum. You can make that curriculum fun. There are times where it can't be. It's just, it is what it is. But try to make it as fun as possible for these kids. I don't care if they're in pre-K to 12th grade. Make it fun. It's important to them. Make it fun. So, and my last tip number 10. Love and care about your students. I can't stress enough to you the importance of loving and caring for them, whether they're in pre-K, whether they're in 12th grade. Love and care for them. Let them know. Show them that you care about their education and that you value who they are as people. That is so important to me. I don't care what negative Nelly, Nancy, New, I don't care what negative person has to say about, I'm not loving those kids, Karen. They're not none of mine. So sad, too bad for you. But please remember to love and care for them. So I hope you enjoyed these tips. I hope you plan on sharing them with your peeps. I hope you plan on sharing them with your principals. Don't forget, stay prayerful and thankful. And don't forget to always pray. Because God will truly always make a way. And I have to say, God has been a true blessing in my life and in my career. And none of this is possible. None of my journey is possible without him. I can't do it without him, and I don't plan to do it without him. So, I love you guys. Peace!